Hey, so today I wanted to talk about a very, very important part of any business, which is sales, obviously. So I want to talk about how to become an unstoppable selling machine even if you're worried if anyone's even going to buy from you at all. And I want to talk about this because when I get on a new call with a new client, it's like inevitable. One of the first things that's going to come up is their concern about, well, what if nobody buys from me? And everyone just kind of has, I mean, at least if you're new to sales, there's a general fear around sales and selling, right? Like it feels yucky, it feels unnatural. It just doesn't come easy to a lot of people. So I'm going to talk about some things you can do to flip your sales mindset from one of scarcity to abundance, right? And how to approach sales without turning into that sleazy salesperson or thinking you have to like put on this whole new persona. So yeah, none of that. So let's talk about how to put on, a positive, abundant sales mindset. So first of all, you want to start with your why, right? So what is your big why? Especially if you are just feeling like unmotivated, uninspired, you're not feeling like the motivation to get out there and talk about, your offers, your products, your programs, whatever they are. Connect to what your big why is. So, why are you offering this service or coaching program in the first place, right? This could be anything for you and it's going to be different for everybody, but an example is maybe you really struggled with like health and diet and now you want to show people how to overcome, how to overcome it. Like maybe some things you did, how to wake up with energy by eating the right foods for your body, right? Like what is your why? Like my why is to empower other women to tap into the endless potential of online businesses can bring them, right? So in terms of fulfillment, working on something you love instead of dreading your 9 to 5 every single day, or the flexibility of being able to work, from anywhere, whether that's at home in your pajamas or, by a beach in Mexico. Like that's my why. So whenever I am feeling, like I said, unmotivated, uninspired, lazy, which it happens to the best of us, trust me, we all have our Netflix days, go back to your why. And it just sort of like shifts your whole perspective again and gets you excited about what you're doing again. So what is the why? Why are you starting this business in the first place? Connect to that. Next, how is your offer going to help others, right? So stop thinking about selling and start thinking about serving your customers, your clients, your audience, right? So for example, if you do hypnotherapy, it's something I've tried recently, and you help others to overcome previous traumas or blocks that they're suffering from. Think of the disservice you're doing by not sharing your offers with them, by not letting them know that you have a solution to their problem, right? So stop focusing on the price tag too and focus on the value that they get, right? Like what's the transformation of working with you? Or what do people get after buying your product? Maybe it's it doesn't even need to be like an ROI, like, it's, if they buy my product, they'll make even more money. It could be a feeling they have. It could be a new level of confidence they have. It can be improved health. Like, it can be time. It can be like, you help save them time, maybe months, years worth of time, helping them to do something they would have had to do on their own, right? So like these things are invaluable, all of those things I just mentioned, and you can't even put a price tag on them. So even if your program is maybe say it's $100, $500, $5,000, right? The value that people get from your product, your program, your offerings is likely even more than what you're charging. So stop thinking about the dollar amount and thinking about, things like, oh, Is it too much for them to spend? Do they even have the money? Can people even afford this? Am I even worth this amount of money? Just totally stop focusing on the price tag of your offers and if you're worthy of being, spent this money on, and focus on, the results for your client, your customer, the value that your client or customer gets from working with you or your service or your product or whatever it is, right? And like really think about this. And so like there's obviously something, right? There's a reason why you're offering it. There's a reason why people would buy it. So really stop and think about these and use these, in all of your marketing. And when you're talking about your offer, always focusing on the value, on the transformation of your product and working with you. So focus on how you can help others, how much value can you put into your services or programs, and the selling just becomes so much easier. Like I said, put it in your marketing, put it all over everywhere. Whenever you're not sure how to sell your things, just focus on the value, focus on the transformation. So if sales are not something to fear, again, and once you get the hang of it, I promise it can even be fun, really. So if you are worried, I hope these were helpful. Let me know if you guys have any questions about these. Maybe you're not sure the answers to these questions or examples, and how they work in your business. Reach out to me. I want to help you get clear on those. And if you're worried, still about maybe how to find the right people for your message, for your offers, how to go about selling your offers, I can definitely help you out with this. I am still offering some free coaching calls, and you can go ahead and book those right into my calendar at alisareale.com/free call. I will link this in the description above here if you want to click ahead and go and book your free call. Otherwise, comment with your questions, and I hope this was helpful, guys.